Alfie was just like the sweetest little boy ever.
Daddy, love you.
And when I think about him, I just feel so much like warmth in my heart because I feel like he's always kind of there with us.
No!
He just had this kind of pure, infectious smile that you couldn't not smile when you looked at him.
He looking up the baby bumblebee.
He had such a zest for life. He had so much energy. He just was just such a big personality for such a little person.
Hello. Hello.
Just the mark he's left on the world, the footprints in the sand. He's just made such a big impact. He was just really special. I think when I look back and think of Alfie, it's a mixture of everything. It's the day he was born.
Is that smiling?
It's happiness, sadness, and then it just goes into hospital life, and it feels like hospital life just completely took over. Alfie was diagnosed with a grade 3 anaplastic ependymoma, which is a rare type of brain tumour. When he was first diagnosed, so we rushed him into hospital and we were told they thought he had meningitis. And then suddenly you're just being told that your child's got a brain tumour and they have to be rushed into surgery straight away. Alfie was 9 months old. He was a tiny little baby, and he'd never been in hospital other than when he was born. And suddenly we were being passed all these consent forms, which were telling us that there's a risk that your child might die. After a long surgery, he was strapped to lots of medical equipment, and we weren't sure whether he was blind, deaf, paralysed.
Hello, baby. You don't want to go to the park. You don't have to.
He would just lie there every day in bed, and all we could do was just stand there and watch and just hope that we're going to get out of this somehow. And we thought that we'd be going home soon, but before we knew it, we'd been at hospital for 6 months and not been home, and we're just living there. And then even when we did get home, he needed 24-hour care. I couldn't even go to the toilet or have a shower because of the risk of Alfie choking. Treatment was really gruelling for Alfie. He had lots of surgery, which left him really damaged. He had to have on top of that 9 months worth of chemotherapy treatment, of which he was still really poorly, so he pretty much couldn't get out of a hospital bed. We were told right at the beginning that with his type of tumour, the probability of the chemotherapy being able to keep a tumour 30% at bay was really high, and we did 9 months of chemotherapy and then he relapsed. We always said it's about quality of life for Alfie, how can we give him the best quality of life? But unfortunately with his type of brain tumour, there wasn't many options. And so we made, the impossible decision to put him onto palliative care. And at that time we were told he'd be lucky if he had 3 months to live.
Yellow and pink and blue, orange and purple.
We had an amazing memory on Christmas Day. We had a charity that turned up with all these supercars, but Alfie wasn't really feeling it that day. And so he was leaning over the sofa and looking out the window, which looked onto the road. And and he was just sort of taking it all in and stuff, and then he started being sick. And then before we knew it, we were rushing him into hospital on Christmas Eve. We knew the inevitable was going to happen, But we just wanted to get him through Christmas just so we can try and enjoy our last few days as a family.
Wow.
That's what you really wanted, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it was in the letterbox like you wanted.
Yeah, and it was kind of navigating a lot of medicine that we hadn't sort of given to Alfie before, and just more and more of just trying to manage him, which then was changing his personality, and it made it really, really difficult on our last Christmas. Yeah, and we got through Christmas, New Year's Day, he was like jumping around the kitchen, and we sort of thought, right, the next day we want to go and make some memories. We wanted to go and make some like handprints and stuff with him. But that night he went massively downhill, and what kind of went from like our thinking we're, you know, cuddling up in bed with him was just hours of on the phone to the hospital and just being told to give him more and more medicine. Yeah, it was just really tough because we didn't think this was it right now. We managed to get him, like, he was really peaceful, so we were just like, oh, okay, that's fine. And so he was snuggled up in bed with James and I woke up at 7 o'clock. And I remember just like looking over him. And like, he wasn't moving. And I remember saying to James, I was like, I don't think he's moving. Like, he was just in bed with us, cuddled up. It was just still, and like, he just slipped away, like, in the early hours of the morning.
Love you, May.
Love you, mate.
Love you, May.
Oh, I love you, mate.
Love you.
And actually we try and take comfort in knowing that actually he literally lived life to the fullest, right up until that night that he went to bed, you know, laughing, joking, singing, like so happy, and then slipping away, just, you know, snuggled up at home in bed, you know, with his mum and dad.
Hold it. I want a hold it.
The memories are very up and down, I think, and I think that's the same for probably any parent.
I love Daddy.
Unfortunately, when your child is first diagnosed, grief starts from the first day, regardless of whatever the outcome is. And then, like when we lost him, it's like another layer of grief, and the grief continues with us every single day and will for the rest of our lives. And that's just something that we have to accept. We can't change, and we have to try and find a way of being happy without him.
And then let me have it.
But we know that he wouldn't want us to be sad, because that wasn't him.
Love you.
We're here to sort of try and show our other child that actually life has more to give. Even though we're grieving every single day, it's really important that actually we still try and make the most of every day and make those memories still as a family. You know, Alfie's always there with us, we know that. You know, every year on his birthday in May, the little robins come along and they have little babies in the nest in our garden. Like, we'd never had that before when Alfie was here. And it's always around his birthday, so we know he's with us, like, everywhere we go.